I am from Andover. I probably babysat some of these kids. This is basically my love letter to this team. First they said no, then they said maybe, then they said no again, and now we're gonna get college football. Not the way that head coach Mike Randolph envisioned himself ending his 36-year high school coaching career. The GOAT.
Yes. Thank you, Kelly.
Hey, at this point, when you're down 3-2 in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, anything really goes. See this? This is my shocked face. Come June 19th, this area of Canal Park will look a lot busier than it has in the past 2 years. Maybe next year. Winter of 2021 looked like any other typical junior year for Carson Schulte. Managing the hockey team, going to school, getting ready for the upcoming seasons for tennis and soccer. But in what he says felt like an instant, that all changed.
It was just crazy to just go from feeling fine just to that fast. It was kind of a shock, you know.
Carson was diagnosed with Crohn's disease as a baby. He hasn't felt affected by the disease since he could first talk. But this past January, the soccer captain began feeling abnormal. Stomach aches, more frequent trips to the bathroom, blood in his stool. After a round of testing and a new course of treatment, Carson was feeling back to his old self. Until he wasn't.
He got hit with something, just got fevers, sore throat, really run down. He was so sick that he asked to go to the hospital.
Carson was admitted. Not long after, he was rushed into the operating room.
My husband didn't even have time to he was at the house and he didn't even have time to get to them before Carson was wheeled away into surgery.
Carson's bowel had completely ruptured. He had a liter of stool in his abdomen, sending him into septic shock. Post-surgery, he was moved into the intensive care unit.
Just watching him struggle with pain on and off and wanting to be out of the hospital so bad, that was really hard.
But Carson soldiered on. 5 weeks in the ICU.
Thank you so much.
And he certainly didn't do it alone.
It just means so much, you know, just to know like that many people care and the whole Denfeld community.
The support overflowing from a tight-knit Hunter community.
Not only the support of his friends and coming to visit him in the hospital, playing soccer on top of the parking ramp of the hospital was a fun little thing for him to do once. Their parents, the teachers, and the staff, the principal staff, the counseling staff has all been absolutely amazing.
And the long-term effects? A slow and steady recovery back to the old Carson and a new outlook on life.
Yes. He's going to be a stronger kid because of it. It's going to give him some strength and overcome adversity that he's going to make it through anything in life now.
You're going to crash and burn if you like have a bad mindset. So you just got to try and stay as positive as you can at all times.
This UMD women's hockey team isn't just active on the ice with the offensive power that they've been able to produce this year, but through the break and all through the season, they've been very active in things like social justice, advocacy, and I had a chance to sit down with the three captains early in the season about what this means to them. Take a look.
What have you learned about yourselves as individuals, maybe not just as like hockey players through this time?
There's just such bigger problems and issues to be aware of, and sometimes when you're in your little hockey bubble with your team and playing hockey and doing everything you love and everything's great, you don't see those struggles and stuff sometimes. There's bigger things than me and what I want to do and stuff.
All right, let's chat about that because UMD women's hockey has been very adamant about this is what our stance is on Black Lives Matter. This is how we want to have an impact. Voting. You guys have been very, very adamant about that. You're all nodding your heads. Is that something that all of you have really dove into?
For the Black Lives Matter stuff, it was actually really cool. Our team took a big initiative towards that, and it was cool to make the statement together as a team. And we also talked to our commissioner, Jen Flowers, and she gave us a lot of advice and spoke really well about it. But like, I live close to the cities too, so that was where a lot of stuff was going down, and like being in the middle of that, it was definitely interesting to see, and it like makes me think about how privileged I am, really.
A lot of us like weren't as educated on both the voting and Black Lives Matter, those situations. So I think we all really took the time to get educated and feel comfortable putting out a statement because we do kind of know what's going on a little bit now. And like with voting too, like we talked about like women haven't been able to, or have only been able to vote since 1920. And we're like, we're all strong females. Like, let's use that. That's a waste if you don't take that chance to vote.
The coaches did a really good job this summer
making sure that we were educated on the Black Lives Matter topic, making sure we're doing our thing to get more educated on it. And then this was like beginning of school year, we participated in the silent protest here at Duluth. So that was like definitely out of my comfort zone. I've never been like a part of anything like that. So that was really cool.
You guys have been really well spoken for yourselves. And why do you think that is?
I think it's because of our powerful female leaders that we have. Like Jen Flowers we've had multiple meetings with her, and she's unreal. Like she's just so powerful, and she's ready to make a difference.
I think our coaches are very good about all that kind of stuff and want to make a change too, especially like Maura. She's like a big advocate for that kind of stuff. So
Do you think when you leave UMD, I mean, this maybe is a cliche question, do you think you'll be more shaped as a person or as a hockey player?
Person and hockey player, but person.
Our coaches are like so good about not just hockey, like building strong women and like get like our whole personality. They care about that. They care about school, and it's actually really cool to have them in the leadership position for our team.